Hello and welcome to the Bristol tournament, where you're joining us about 3.5 minutes into this game between the Bristol Huskies Elite and the Oxford Stars. Bristol come into this not only as hosts but holders of this competition, and it is they who are asking the early questions. This top line is out there for them now, led by Becky Osman and Katie Edginson. This is a young roster for the Oxford Stars. Basically, it's the Oxford Midnight Stars who have split their roster over two teams. So there's the Oxford Stars and the Oxford Midnights. This is a Stars team. We've got two forward lines on 3D, whereas Bristol have the opportunity to roll out three lines. This is Ellen Pereira-Murray, who goes close towards goal there. She links up well with Jess Jones and Aniko Gall on this second line for the Huskies. Fast-paced games these, 40-minute periods, and very much, there we have the first goal, and it is Jess Jones who opens the scoring then for the weekend. So there's the emphasis on going all out to attack to get the goals and get the results. But Bristol, who I believe last year lost their opening game before going on to be unbeaten for the rest of the tournament. And they've getting off to a much stronger start this time. But Midnights, as I say, despite the lack of numbers, have started this game quite well and strong. They've had a lot of time in the offensive zone. I'm going to carry out here is Evie Corson, who was the centre on the third line for his Huskies team. Over on that far side, that left wing side, shot comes through and it'll be turned aside by goalie Lexi Perry. That one will be controlled by Gemma Davis, who was outstanding at the playoffs last month. Really helping her side win promotion to the Elite League. And this team you're watching, this Huskies team, will be most likely be the team we'll see in the Elite League next season. One or two players missing, of course, like Samila Peroni, for example, but most of the girls are here. Great to see Ash Loftus back out on the ice. She's missed parts of this season. But had a really strong tournament last year. The first time as host that Bristol had won the tournament. Nottingham, I think, had won the first two editions, so to beat the Vipers in the final was good for them, obviously, and to finally win a tournament on home ice. Becky Osman controlling well beyond the back of the net. She'll go again. Lovely cut back there. Sets up Katie Edginson in the high slot. I think Oxford just got a big piece of that one. Edge will go again, cutting through the blue paint. Still a possession of the puck though. Trying to set up Loftus, gets a return pass. And again, nice work there from Perry, the goalie. Just under 7 minutes left, about the midpoint of the game then. 1-0 lead to the Huskies. We get around 5 games before we get an ice cut, where there will be a break in action. And we'll get a stoppage in the action there, although the clock does continue to run. It is a running clock until we get to the final stage, or the semi-final stage, I should say. But 11 teams this year for you, 9 last year. A couple haven't returned in Streatham and Caledonia, but we've got some new teams coming in, which is great to see. That one will be covered up. As you see, no face-off. It is when the goalie covers up. Well, sorry, there is a face-off, but there's no stoppage for the face-off. Goalie will cover up, and then they'll get to go again. As the Jess Jones line is out there for the Huskies, it's worked back to Ellen Pereira-Murray. And then the Stars looking to break out here, and almost got away, but that was good work there from Emily Benson, who scored that absolute worldie of a goal last season to win the game right to in the final seconds. I think there's about 35 seconds left in the game when she netted that winner. And it's been a really great year for the Huskies ever since they won that tournament. Obviously clinching promotion, only losing the one game all season against local rival Swindon. And obviously claiming not just the league but the playoffs and then the promotion game against Kingston. And they are an elite league side once again. Nicely controlled from the high slot there by one of the youngsters, Amelia Worth. Kelly will drop back. And you see there is the fast-paced nature of these games. Lehman carries out. That one just goes through the crease and back out again. It was nice open hockey early on in this game then. So I think every team plays 10 games across a weekend, and I think most of them play 7 or 8 times tonight, or today rather, and they have the final 2 or 3 games tomorrow, and then we obviously have the semi-finals and the final stage. Batted out the air by Kelly, putting Barrett under pressure there. Corson pounces on that loose puck. Centering pass from the hash marks, but that'll be controlled over on the far side and worked back by Worth. The Stars rather, looking to break out here. Shot coming in, that come off the high part of a stick from Gemma Davis there, helping on its way. Jay Ramps sends it across. Carried out a D there by Nonny Dodwell, one of the more experienced players on this predominantly young side. So it's a good opportunity. Oxford have had a good season in what has been a new trimmed down Division 2 South this year, and well, they were able to avoid relegation, of course. They finished 5th and did remarkably well against a league that's stacked with a lot of big clubs with top players, and Oxford have got one of the smaller rosters in the league, more than held their own, and to say staying up was a fantastic achievement for them. And you can see that they've got younger players coming through, which is of course great to see and bodes well for the future. That one from Paige Green flicks up and deflects away. Paige, who's already on a 2-way with a Solihull Vixen, so she's got a tough decision to make for next season as to where she carries on playing her hockey, as that one is flicks on the backhand and it has been given as a goal. I wasn't sure whether it had gone in because the puck seemed to disappear. It's gone right in the back of the net in there, so it will be a 2-0 lead then for the Huskies. But for a second there, I thought Perry might have stopped it. Paige Green controls. Sorry, Benson rather controls. Pereira Murray flicked forward. Becky York over on that far side. Carried through the middle there. Nice hands by Ruby Barrett, the youngster. Now Bristol looking to counter here. Nice drag back there by Jones to take 2 defenders out of the game. She still got control. She cuts across the high slot and then tries to feed Pereira Murray in the crease. Nicely control once again by Jess Jones, who really makes his second line tick. Can play on the left wing as well, but has that extra responsibility at centre. Barrett, who's had a lot of time on the puck. She does very well at carrying the puck out the zone. She's certainly one to keep an eye on, I think, for the future. inside the final minute then. 2-0 lead for the home side. That one's dumped in. You'll see no icings called in the game, just to keeps the game moving and flowing. That'll be chased down. Dodwell should get there first. Big save, and then comes back loose and come behind, but Oxford player is able to reach behind and clear. That was a good stop, but that will run the clock down then, and that will do it. A 2-0 win for the Huskies, so they start their defence of the competition with a win.